Good day and welcome to Duepoint. My name is Rob van der Bijl and I'm one of the executives here. Over the next 20 or so minutes, I'm going to be proposing a business opportunity to you that creates recurring income in a sustainable fashion with a highly regulated and reputable business in the financial service space. Duepoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited, which was founded in 1952 and has operated successfully for nearly 7 decades in the financial services space. We are an authorized financial services provider with a long and short-term insurance license, an FSP license, as well as an investment license. The executive and management team here at Duepoint are very experienced in financial services, insurance, corporate banking, direct selling, and marketing. So what are the driving factors that have led you to watching this video? We look at the economy, high interest rates, high inflation, astronomical food inflation, the fact that our salaries have certainly not kept up with what the cost of living is. We unfortunately are criticized for the fact that South Africans engage far too much in debt instruments. But I think we do this to cover the gap between what our salaries are and what the cost of living is. To further exacerbate our financial position, we often turn a blind eye to what our retirement looks like. We are so focused on this debt cycle that we find ourselves in that we often do far too little too late for our retirement. 98% of South Africans will reach retirement financially dependent. They become dependent on family members, friends, children, and they're often faced with a decision that they have to downscale their lifestyles to such a degree that they can survive on whatever retirement fund they've put together. Out of all this negativity, we as a business saw the opportunity to create a platform or a system that the average South African can engage in. We call it the Duepoint system. And we have 3 aspirations in mind for the people that join our business. Number 1 is to become debt-free, completely debt-free. This is our primary focus here at Duepoint. It empowers you towards our second aspiration, and that is to create wealth. Creating wealth in the form of creating value in assets that you have ownership over, as well as investing your income into investment products. And then the third aspiration happens all on its own. Because when you become debt-free and you're able to start investing and creating value in assets, you ultimately become happier. You change the set of circumstances that you and your family find themselves in. You have the opportunity to join Duepoint. You contract with us, and once you've contracted with us, we refer to you as a wealth engineer, and as a wealth engineer, you have the primary task of going out and building what we call channels of distribution. Through the building of channels of distribution, you will be connecting people to Duepoint, and through our online platform, we will place product with those individuals. And that's as simply as this business works. The benefit for the wealth engineer is that you get to create an additional income stream for yourself. The nature of the income that we produce here is recurring income. This is actually something inherent to insurance companies. Some people refer to it as passive income. My father coined the term of being able to make money while you sleep. We harness the power of duplication. This is leverage. It is your opportunity to go out and find like-minded individuals that will collaborate with you in building these channels of distribution. This is also a flexi-time business. You have the luxury of deciding how this business will fit into your life. There are no registration or joining fees in this business. We make this business as low risk as possible. There are no boxes of product that you have to purchase. There's no experience or qualifications required. We actually contract you out of the regulatory obligation. So this business becomes really accessible to everyone. Most importantly, you're building an asset that you have ownership over. This is really the antithesis of employment, where we will spend 40 to 45 years, 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, working for somebody else, building up someone else's asset. In this business, you're going to be investing time into an asset that you have legal tender over. This means one day you can sell this business. You can cede it to your beneficiaries or give it to your kids. This is a business that will survive you. And lastly, there's no selling involved. Because our products are financial in nature, we don't have stock and distribution issues, and so we make this business as convenient as possible to engage with. But this is all determined and predicated on your ability to go out and build these channels of distribution that we often refer to. How does this work? It begins with you. You become a wealth engineer and you will go out and start telling people about the Duepoint business opportunity. When you are successful in that activity, you will have like-minded individuals joining your channel, collaborating with you. And after some time, those people will go out and tell other people about the Duepoint business opportunity, and so you unlock the growth. You harness the power of duplication, and you have this organic growth that takes place in your channel of distribution. What's important to note is that we are not a get-rich-quick scheme. We are a nearly 70-year-old insurance business that is highly regulated and listed on the Joburg Stock Exchange. At the same time, we will never promise you success easily in this business. It requires endurance, perseverance, and time sacrificed. So how does one earn with Duepoint? The first way is through our returns program. We pay a base return fee of R27.50 for every product in your channel. The first few individuals that you introduce to Duepoint lie on your first point, and we actually pay you double R27.50 for product that lies on your first point. Those individuals go out and introduce people to Duepoint, and that product lies on your second point, and again we pay you R55 for every product every month. On the third point, the multiplier drops to 100% and we're paying you the R27.50. From the fourth point to the eighth point, the multiplier starts to diminish. But what's important to note is that we don't limit you on how big your channel can get, and we don't limit you on how much money you can earn at Duepoint. We will keep paying you from the eighth point onwards. The next natural question we get is, well, how much money can I earn in the Duepoint system? And so we built this projection over the next 5 years called the path to success. It is dependent on a growth formula that we call the 3+2 growth formula. It assumes in your first month you'll be able to bring 3 people successfully into your channel. And every consecutive month thereafter, you only have to bring in another 2 people. If you're able to follow the 3+2 formula for 6 months, you could be earning R2,500 a month. But we make the mistake of thinking like consumers. You might be thinking R2,500 doesn't have that much spending power. But here at Duepoint, we want you to start thinking differently, like an entrepreneur in terms of creating wealth. And I'd like to give you some context around the value of R2,500. If you place R2,500 into a R1 million bond as an additional payment, you'll pay that bond off instead of 20 years, 11.5 years. It will save you the total of R1 million in repayments. Within 12 months, you could be earning nearly R9,000 a month. That's in excess of R100,000 annually. After 24 months, you could be earning nearly R30,000 a month. After 36 months, you could be earning nearly R50,000 a month. If you want to look at the value of money again in the context of creating wealth, at the 30-month mark, you'd be earning about R36,000 a month. You place that R36,000 as an additional payment into a R5 million bond, you'll pay that R5 million house off in less than 7 years. After 48 months, you could be earning close to R70,000 a month, and after a space of a short 60 months, 5 years, you could be earning for yourself in excess of R1 million in recurring annual income. The 3+2 formula is purely theoretical. You can certainly do a lot less than the 3+2 formula, but you can also do a lot more. And we have thousands of wealth engineers joining this business monthly that have created an additional income stream for themselves. Every person will be different. You could be happy with R2,500 a month, or you could be one of the wealth engineers that aspire to creating R1 million in annual recurring income. The decision is yours. How much time do you want to spend in this business? A second way to benefit as a wealth engineer is through our XP Rewards program. As a new wealth engineer, you will start engaging in typical wealth engineer activity. And when you do that, we give you something called XP. XP stands for experience points. It has no monetary value, but is an indicator of how active you are as a wealth engineer. And as you start to collect more XP and your channel starts to grow, we reward our wealth engineers along the way. So as a new wealth engineer, you will start out as a rank 0 wealth engineer, but very quickly you can get to rank 1. You only need 1,000 XP and 4 products in your qualified channel, and you receive a once-off R55 reward. But as you collect more XP, your channel starts to grow, you will start to rank up in our rewards program. And along the way, we give our wealth engineers tools that assist them in building their channels more effectively and faster. At rank 5, we reward our wealth engineers with this wonderful little USB lightning drive. It plugs into any device, whether it's a tablet, a phone, a laptop, a computer, a TV, but more importantly, we have our video collateral on this device. So our rank 5 wealth engineers are able to show the Duepoint opportunity regardless of what device they have around them. At rank 7, we spent R12,500 manufacturing premium, luxurious business cards for our wealth engineers. when you present a business card like this to someone, your credibility increases and you are able to spend more time explaining what the Duepoint system is all about. At rank 9, we take our wealth engineers and their families on business class flights to a 5-star luxury resort to our international conference for 7 days, all expenses paid. And this is not a once-off reward. This is a recurring reward that will happen every single year for our rank 9 and above wealth engineers. At rank 11, we spend R250,000 buying our wealth engineers a brand new car, a car without a debit order at the end of the month. This program has been designed all the way to rank 28. We are often asked the question, how does Duepoint afford the returns in the rewards program? The traditional insurance industry spends a lot of money on advertising and marketing on a daily basis. Here at Duepoint, we don't spend a cent on marketing and advertising. You'll not see a Duepoint logo outside of our building. Instead of spending the billions that the insurance industry spends on marketing and advertising, we can take that portion of our payments and pay it to our wealth engineers in the form of these returns and rewards that we've just spoken about. By connecting people to Duepoint, our online system facilitates the sale of our products. Our first product is called the Access Wealth Plan. It is made up of 2 independent products. Product number 1 is a tax-free investment account. This is not a savings account, it's not a fixed or noticed deposit. It is a completely flexible investment account. You can draw your funds out of this investment at any stage. Product 2 includes personal accident cover, which will pay out your beneficiaries in the event of your accidental death, including the value of your investment. Our second product is Wealth Guard. This gives you greater personal accident cover. The beauty of our personal accident cover products is that we don't profile you from a health risk point of view. This product becomes accessible to anyone over the age of 18, regardless of their age and their health. The premium remains the same and the amount of cover that you receive remains the same. Our third product is the Wealth Points Buyers Club program. This product aims to save us money on the money that we're spending every month anyway. Included is a list of partners that we have negotiated discounts on behalf of our Wealth Points members. It includes retailers, supermarkets, car manufacturers, data providers. If you are looking for immediate benefit, this is a great product to have. For our latest prices and terms and conditions, please refer to our website. If you are looking for more information around our products, we have videos on our YouTube Duepoint channel and on our website, www.duepoint.net. So what is the decision we need to make? I think it's fairly simple. Are you willing to endure the downside of entrepreneurship to enjoy the upside of entrepreneurship? Are you able to keep yourself accountable? Are you disciplined enough to engage in the Duepoint system consistently on a daily, weekly basis? Joining Duepoint is very simple. Make sure you read our code of conduct. It is our contract with you that defines what you can and cannot do as a wealth engineer. And then go onto our website and register as a wealth engineer. And then start applying yourself to building your channel of distribution. Set goals for yourself. Put a plan, a strategy in place to meet those goals. And undertake the simple task of going out and speaking to people, telling them about the Duepoint business opportunity. There are 5 important items to note from our code of conduct. Firstly, you cannot become a wealth engineer if you cannot afford it. It goes without saying that there are certain expenses involved with being a wealth engineer. Secondly, if you don't have access to the internet, it is probably one of the few investments you're going to have to make, and that is in data. We are very much a data-driven business. If you don't have access to transport, building your channels of distribution is going to require you meeting with people on the odd occasion, and you're going to have access to transport. Don't ever complete a Duepoint application on behalf of somebody else. This is not only in contravention of our code of conduct, but is also fraudulent. Don't add direct family members to your channel. We have a simple rule. If a person is in the same household as you are, they cannot be in your channel. Don't go out and start your own Duepoint Facebook page. You may not advertise or market Duepoint in any fashion or on any online platform. And lastly, don't send a lead to Duepoint's head office unattended. It is your responsibility to take care of the people that you introduce to Duepoint. Join us and thousands of wealth engineers in creating a sustainable, reliable, and recurring income with Duepoint. Become a wealth engineer with Duepoint and reward yourself first.